Alright, so welcome back everybody to Naruto D&D. With us we have me, the host, Connor, as always, and Nick as Kozukai,
What is up, people? Hello.
and Shiro as Mike,
What's going on, guys?
and Erica as Lane. You back?
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, all right. Did you
And
freeze
Travis
the screen?
as Silas. So shout out to Hajime, who's not currently here, and I will be playing as him, but he bought webcams for everyone who didn't already have one, so here's a round of applause to you.
Hey, my boy, Hajime. Woo!
Alright, anyway, where we left off, we were in the middle of the Chunin exam, and we left off at Hajime and Shiro's fight, where I will be playing for Hajime. And Shiro, as always, will be my bitch. No, not really.
Ooh, all right, let's do this.
This is also sponsored by Dallas Cowboys. Everyone.
GG. The
But
boys
they're not going to even make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Whoa. Yeah, the salt's
To
been
avoid-
thrown. The salt's been thrown.
I don't know why I just pulled up your sheet. You're not Hajime.
No, I am Hajime.
GG.
Look,
Little known
that's a lot
secret.
more comments than I thought that Zach had.
He added some.
Sorry.
He said he was gonna add some.
Well, yeah, but this is before that.
Oh, rip.
So you have
Okay.
an older sheet?
So, roll for initiative. I mean, it's the sheet he gave me when I checked your pages.
1 day at 20.
What the hell was I just hearing?
Not me, though.
Rip.
Freaking that one. Perfect one. Perfect.
Perfect one.
Alright, so Hajime's going first, so we're gonna... Proctor raises his hand, it's like, alright, the fight between Hajime and Shiro. Begin! At which point, Hajime is going to step forward right here, and then use a... Actually, that would be foolish because you know exactly where I am. Step forward right... We're gonna not move, actually. And use Mist Technique.
Oh my god.
Too bad there's not a whole lot of water there.
There is not a whole lot of water, so... First, what am I doing? First thing I'm going to do is make so you just can't see this person. And yeah, just assume that the mist is covering pretty much 40 feet around. I don't want to make a token for the sake of it. Or 30 feet around.
30 feet. Okay.
I can't see him.
Are you doing the turner?
Yeah, it's to represent the mist, because no matter what I do, I'll always be able to see Mike, so I'm just going to make myself invisible.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, yep, you're good to go, Shiro.
Alright.
But what if Mike wants to cast like an area effect?
Then he'll tell where to throw it, and I'll tell him if he hits.
Okay.
Too bad Mike doesn't have it.
Alright, I'm gonna move right here.
Out of the mist?
And, yeah. And
Okay.
move right here. And take up a total defense stance.
Okay. I have to shift over layers here. It's gonna move right here. And just chill there. Alright, that's the end of Hajime's turn. Shiro, you're up.
Seriously, that was this better not be a strategy, Kenner, I swear.
You're good to go.
I'm gonna circle around it some more. 30 feet. Oh, so I'm still in the mist actually. I'll walk back into it. So I'm gonna move back out of it. And I'm gonna activate speed rank 2, y'all. I'm gonna have to end this anyway. And in my turn.
Okay. So at this point, he is going to move. Let's see.
You're going to get fucking got, dude. Zach's going to throw an explosion tag. Zap.
Okay, so at this point, the mist ends. You see Hajime right there. And Hajime is going to make an attack at you. So let me pull up the details of this. Okay, and using the last of the water that is in the pool in the center, he's going to use a technique against you. So what's your defense?
Right now, with the total defense and speed rank is 29.
Rip. Rip. Rip.
Ribbit.
Rip.
Well, good thing for this, it actually
Ribbit.
GG.
is an area of effect
GG. With a reflex save?
with the reflex save. This is going pretty much in a straight line through here with 5 feet going left and right of it. So
line
roll
there.
your reflex save.
Declaring evasion at a time.
I mean, this is like a passive.
It kind of is. So I still have to declare, though, because it becomes down to it.
I guess if you don't want to evade it. So that we rolled really a 14? Ooh, that's going to fail.
Rip.
Even with evasion?
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
like
evasion,
if you succeed, yeah.
it's just if you succeed a reflex save, you take no damage as opposed to half.
Is
So
that
you're also
something
going to need to make a
that-
fortitude save.
Is that just something that Shiro's character has, or can anybody do that?
It's something that a fast hero has.
Yeah.
As well as a couple of other characters, but it's a
That's
talent.
cool.
Okay, so you succeed the fortitude save. So basically, you're just going to take damage and you won't be knocked back.
What the
Okay.
hell?
Get in the roll.
You take 9 points of damage.
9. Get laid. Great laid.
All right. So now it's your turn.
All right. So activating strength rank 2.
You're gonna lose, Samurai.
Rip.
You'll
Come
never
on.
win.
Kill him, young little boy. Kill him.
And,
And
subtract
that
Kill!
means you
shot
Yeah, I
there
don't-
as well.
Kill him right in the face.
All right. Make a hit.
GG.
Yeah, go.
Actually,
If you roll a 1, this is going to be laughable.
laughable.
You're gonna lose
GG.
to Zach.
This
All
is, this is definitely not how I expected this battle to go so far.
I did. I expected Mike to get like hit 1 or 2 times.
Get laid.
That is a successful hit. I'm just going to remove that water there. There's still technically a hole there, I guess, but yeah, I guess I'll draw that in. So that is a successful hit, so you can roll for damage.
Oh, get that plus 100 out, dude.
Rip.
1d100.
There was
I
a
don't
one.
remember the
GG.
exact length of that hole, but that's what it's going to be. A 1, so he takes 9 damage.
GG.
At least he has low as fuck health.
Effing get.
All right.
Ooh,
that's,
almost. Fucking that close, dude. That close.
6 points. GG.
We didn't have a plus 6.
But he is now out of water, so you got that going for you.
Oh, perfect
Yeah.
100.
Oh, what you got?
Which means to avoid triggering an attack of opportunity and jumping away, we're just going to do an attack here.
Alright.
It's going to use pressure cannon,
Alright.
which isn't an area. So what's your
So
defense right now?
It's 23. Or 21, sorry, from the Diano attack.
That's a hit.
GG.
Wow.
Looks like this is going to be the end of the match.
Good night, Mike.
6 points of
Yeah,
damage.
boys. Rip. -1, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so Shiro is knocked unconscious.
Hydro pump. Go.
Rip.
Hajime stands above your body.
Oh, get him.
He
Right in the
drop his
face.
chakras necessary.
The whole stadium stands on their feet and starts cheering and chanting, "Samurai, dead samurai."
F you,
uh,
Connor went black.
yeah, everyone went black for me for a second there.
F and 1 rolls. OP.
So the proctor raises his hand. He goes, "All right, I declare Shiro the winner." Or sorry, Hajime the winner. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Shiro won.
Yeah,
Bravo,
boy.
Shiro. He won by accidental fuck up.
And so the medic team comes out and they grab you, Shiro, and they
Good.
bring you away until you eventually go up into the stands.
Alright.
This thing.
I'm gonna put
And
myself up here.
Hajime goes and hops back up to the team.
Alright, I'm gonna put a point of health. And
And so our next fight.
Am I getting treated right now?
Yeah, you're being treated right now.
All right, sweet.
It's being tweeted.
Ugh.
Sabuki couldn't go. She's going in.
Uh,
Sabuki's going into battle with
So-
me.
All right, Lane versus Silas.
Jay.
Both take your position and roll for initiative.
13. See you beat that.
Ooh, perfect 20.
Oh!
What the?
Oh! Oh!
All right, so take your
Oh.
position opposite of Silas there. So I guess you
Boy.
can go up a little bit more since Silas just moved slightly.
Check it out, check it out. Mike's got the anime glasses.
GG.
Sweet.
GG, dude. This is my life.
So the diagonal's a little bit more.
Do we need to back up a little bit?
Yeah, you'll need to back up a little bit.
More?
Yeah, one more.
Me too.
Yeah, both of you. You go back 2 more, Lane. Because technically the diagonal is a lot less of a range than it looks like. There you go, 50 feet. All right, so Silas, you are good to start the fight. Oh, sorry, Proctor, begin.
So I got robbed of my second fight, and I don't think you're going to be too much of a challenge. So I apologize if I make this a bit showy.
No.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Okay, Nick. Jeez.
He's not gonna hold back. Superior bomb. Plus 20.
It's not
Got
gonna
it.
be. It's not gonna be that. It's just gonna be a 66. I'm throwing it right at you with my. It's my last one. My last
All
chance.
right. So drop yourself from the 4th chakra for that, and you're throwing it. So throwing it at?
What?
You're throwing it directly at?
Yes.
All right, so make a hit check.
Oh crap! My page isn't up. Shit. I'm sorry.
Rookie mistake.
I know.
If I remember correctly, it was plus 20,000.
Yeah, I think so. What Nick said.
Yeah.
Range. Oh, it's 6. Cool.
Kozukai, your knowledge check proved to be 0. It's really
You
weird.
can't roll a 0.
I know, that's the weird part.
Oh, we're
Oh.
pulling Dragon Ball Z shit.
Well, there's that.
So that is a hard miss. As a matter of fact, because it's a 1, not only do you throw it, it lands behind the rock wall so out of range that even the paper bomb doesn't get to trigger.
Called it! Wow! Called it!
I'm so tired. I'm so
Fucking
exhausted.
Called
Yeah,
it!
you're pretty much falling to your knee with exhaustion, but still able to react just as quickly. And I guess that means it's Lane's turn, right?
Called it.
Yeah, that was a move and a throw.
Do a swift action real quick, though.
No, that was my swift action because I had to put the chakra in.
Swift action real quick. GG.
Oh, no.
So, Lane, you are up.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm just going to finish this with one attack.
Love Lane's personality. GG.
Reminds me of someone.
Gyokaku no Jutsu.
Mm,
I have no
Grand
idea what that is.
Fireball.
Okay.
mm,
Thought you were water.
A ninja must see through deception.
Brought this in the real life in life. God, dang, played us all. What the?
So 1d20 plus your ninjutsu rank for the hit. Where
Yeah.
you're targeting at. So pretty much, if that's an area of effect, don't roll a 1 and be a rookie.
GG. I'll roll 2 of those.
And what's your defense there, Silas? Just out of curiosity, even though it doesn't really matter for the area of effect.
It is 18.
All right, so unfortunately, the fireball does still hit you for the area of effect, which it has, right?
Yep.
All right, does it allow for a save?
Yep, you can have it with a reflex.
All right, so you'll roll your reflex save there, Silas, and then we'll roll the damage. Or you could do damage and then that.
Oh bullshit!
Damn!
What kind of fucking
You are
shit is
really
that?
tired from your last
Gee.
fights.
Twice in a row?
You
Come
feel
on.
You feel the poison that Masate hit you with at that one moment slightly affecting you, I guess.
GG.
Oh, I didn't get hit by poison.
You got hit by one attack that did poison you. But you fortitude. You had a fortitude save, which powered through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that poison though.
Didn't realize it was a long-lasting one.
Huh. Bit of a
Oh,
weaker fireball than I wanted it to be.
Oh, he's still
3
alive,
damage.
though.
Silas is still in the fight.
GG.
If you run up there and smack him, I'm metagaming. I can't say nothing. Fuck, I said it already. Fuck, I
Rookie.
feel bad.
You don't know why, but you feel as though Ware just slapped you.
Mommy, he hit me.
GG.
Wait, she
All
kicked me
right.
out of the clip.
So that it for you, Lane? You still have another move action.
I'm sending you something. I'm gonna set up an action for my move.
Okay.
Can't wait to see what happens next.
Oh, yeah.
If I think it's gonna happen the way it happens, is Rip Travis. Rip Travis. It's Rip Travis.
I'm surprised I got this far, really. So
I was a little disappointed with that roll. I'm not gonna lie.
GG.
I
That's
was kind of
fucking
hoping
The 2d6.
that was gonna beat you in one hit, but it didn't.
I mean, I might as well just surrender because my next roll is going to be another 1.
You don't know that. Give me a perfect 20. Cut Lane in half.
I have got to.
Fwunk. Fwunk.
Okay, Connor, that's all. So that's the end of my turn.
1 second.
Uh-oh, cheerio. Let's see what happens.
No, it is. Like,
Oh, and like previous. Okay.
yeah, it's been like that
Right,
since
right. Yep,
since
yep,
before the exams even started. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Silas, you're up.
Okay.
Forgot to reduce my chakra.
That will be important. Give me 1 second, actually. No. We'll just continue with this.
Silas, no. Uh-oh.
I moved there, and then I'm just going to throw a kunai at him.
I believe.
All right. 45 feet, so you're going to take a base penalty to that. That's a miss, I'm pretty sure.
And
Yep.
I'm going to explode the kunai. Oh, wait, I forgot.
GG.
So that's just a straight kunai miss. So Lane, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out 3 shuriken and shuriken barrage.
Oh snap.
Okay.
Each shuriken is thrown with at the user's highest base attack bonus -1 per shuriken thrown.
Travis, don't let you
So you
daughter
still-
watch you die.
So they're all different ones. They're just
Yeah, they're all still different at hits. That's
Don't
what
let her watch you die, son. It's gonna be painful.
yeah. But with this shuriken, I want to throw 1 at that rock pile. So I'm
Okay.
throwing 2 directly at Silas and 1 at the rock pile in case he substitutes.
Okay.
GG.
Fucking plan.
How much does the substitution cost?
Uno chakra.
Just 1?
Dose chakra.
Oh
Well,
yeah, for a baby.
I'm gonna-
Yeah.
Since I'm going to lose, I'm going to cast it, and I'm going to go out on my own. -2. No one takes
So-
me out except for myself.
You're still actually in this because that drops your reserve to 0 and your chakra goes up to 1.
GG.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
So I
Give
mean,
me
you're
a
close
shot.
to the
I
point of
respect
just
it.
naturally passing out, but this turn it won't happen. On your next turn, you're gonna pretty much roll a save.
Okay.
Um.
So I guess I get hit by 1.
So those 2 miss. Roll the hit for the third one.
I haven't rolled any of them yet.
I don't have to hold any of the other
All
ones
right.
because I already
There's that
moved.
first one. We still gotta roll the hit itself. Man, lots of bad rolls right now.
Yeah,
all
all
around.
right.
So many ones on the effing board.
God, fucking damn, dude.
All right, that third one was the hit.
Okay, but how far away is
So-
he from me?
Uh,
He's 40 feet.
but your defense is, what was it, 18?
Yeah, and he's 40 feet away.
40 feet away, -1 per shuriken thrown. That actually would be a miss.
Yep.
All right, so you are now done with your turn. Silas, roll a fortitude save to see if
How
you
is this
stay
working?
conscious.
This is an epic ass fight. This is a fucking epic fight.
All right, you
Aw,
stay
man.
conscious.
Damn
You
it.
can always resign the fight.
All of a sudden,
I
how
guess
does it
technically,
react?
even with that fortitude save, you could actually willfully deny it. I'll let you go back on that since I haven't said that.
Mm,
Never give up.
never give up, never surrender.
Give up. No shame in defeat when you're outmatched.
Outmatched. Fuck you, bitch.
You didn't run up and swing when you had the chance, dude. Ah! Should have wound up or bop! Cut him right in fucking half.
And then left
I don't-
yourself open to a frontal attack.
I can't go up to him. I wasn't close enough then. I'm not close enough now.
Not anymore.
I wasn't then either. I was
Was-
35 feet away.
Mm.
And I can move 35 feet per turn, so I can always keep him 1 square away.
Man, that's bullshit a little bit.
GG.
Maybe a little bit. But not as bullshit as Travis running away.
Only the Kozukai.
Fully kills
All right,
Am I
Lane, you're
conscious
up.
yet?
GG.
Yeah,
So we
you're
gotta
conscious.
pick-
You're in the stands.
Alright, I'm gonna scoop my way past these motherfuckers right here. I'm gonna yell at Silas. What do you think you're doing? Kill him!
You
Shut
pushed
up,
her
Rocky.
Kill her. Thank you.
Shut up, Rocky.
All right, Lane, you're up.
I can't see very well, Connor. I just died a minute ago.
Well, you came close.
Nah, I mean I was negative 12. I died.
Damn. You just farted on my leg.
Yes, I'm sorry. I had to. It was coming. Couldn't hold it back. I don't want to be muffin top.
What about Carrot Top?
Can Lane see my health and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I can't see Lane's.
You want me to make
Same.
that even?
Yeah, sure. I don't care if they
Alright.
can see my stuff.
I mean, not that it's really gonna matter. I'm about to die probably. It'd be nice to see what I'm going up against here.
Well, don't forget that 1 hit that I took in that first fight dropped me below half health.
Yeah. I
1
figured-
hit.
I figure you probably have probably like 16 or 17 health left.
Around that.
Yeah, around that.
It looks full, but it's still pretty low.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull out 3 more shuriken and wait.
Okay. So then, Silas, you're up again, and roll another fortitude save.
GG. You have the will.
You're pretty much gonna keep doing this until you get to a point where you can rest. And once again, you hold steady. Mike, what do you mean he has the will? This is fortitude,
Will
not a
to
will
live.
save.
He
Gosh.
has the
The
will.
will to keep going.
Gosh.
I'm going to hit you at least once before I go.
Yeah.
Perfect one.
Another perfect one in this fight that's already had 4.
GG.
Fuck.
How many ones we gonna have today?
A lot.
So I'm gonna throw another shuriken, whatever.
Okay. You're gonna have to use the last of your chakra for this one.
Really? You have to use a chakra if you're gonna throw one?
Yep. Just to,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, shuriken. I thought you said I was thinking paper bomb.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
So is that a hit?
Yes.
Hey.
And then he passes out.
Now roll that. The damage plus your dex mod. 4 damage. There's a 5th one.
I know. So many ones, so little time. You know.
GG.
It's all ones. We all number one, Mr. Krabs. We all number one.
Is that
Mr.
SpongeBob?
We are number
When
one.
did SpongeBob become a chola?
Remember that
Well-
one episode when he's blowing bubbles? Then he blew that bubble guy. That bubble guy killed somebody.
He blew a bubble guy? Man, that was not an episode of SpongeBob I saw.
Do you not remember that? When he made that fucking bubble guy?
Yeah, I remember the bubble guy.
On
I
the
don't remember
beach?
him blowing him.
Anyway,
That's how he's fucking
I'm
made.
just making a blowjob joke. Come on. That's all it is.
Fuck.
Lane, you're up.
This is gonna be great.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my 3 shuriken back, and I'm gonna pull out my Fuma shuriken, unfold it.
Okay.
Oh, dude, you should jump into the air, like in the show, and like throw it, and like stay in midair for like 4 seconds, and then drop.
Sasuke style.
Okay. I'm gonna attach iron wire around it to my Fuma shuriken, and I'm gonna use Flying Demon Strike to pin Silas onto the boulder.
Dang.
Okay.
What? Oh shit!
unfortunately, I used my very last substitution and knocked myself out.
You don't have the chakra to substitute. It takes 2 to avoid.
Oh, I thought it took 1.
No, it takes 2. That's what I was saying earlier.
GG, Nick, you lied to me.
I did lie.
Lied to
Okay,
That's how I
I
thought it
guess
was
roll your stuff then, bud.
Okay.
Although technically you are facing that side of me and the boulder's on this side of me.
If you read the description
It's-
of Flying
it's
Demon
like a
Strike, you
boomerang.
throw it like a boomerang. So I'm throwing it.
Oh, sweet, cool.
Over
So
the
I'm throwing it like this way, around the boulder, so that way it comes like that.
You have that range though? Dang. Do it.
Yeah, I have more than enough iron wire to do that.
All right, let's do it.
Let me just check. It's a taijutsu thing, so I gotta use my taijutsu.
No, Flying Demon Strike is ninjutsu.
Oh. Well, either way, they're exactly the same. So
YOLO.
Do it.
Here comes the YOLO.
That'd be a hit. And so you're now currently pinned up against the boulder.
I'm going to finish this next turn if you don't surrender.
I don't surrender.
Don't do it.
All right, Silas, you're up. Roll another fortitude save.
Do you have the escaping technique?
No, I got something better.
Right. You can
I-
That's still a pass.
GG.
I'm gonna do a strength check. Let's see if I can just break this shit since I have ignore hardness.
Roll a strength check.
Work.
GG.
Let's see that 1.
Your boy.
Show me potato salad.
Hold the 1.
That's a success.
What does that count as? Is that an attack?
Yeah.
What?
I would say yes. Connor wants to swag you. Count that as a function.
I never heard it.
Yeah, we're gonna count that as an attack action.
Hey.
So I still have 1 move.
Run away.
Yep. You're right, Nick.
GG.
Still should surrender.
All
we
right,
go.
Lane, you're up again.
Live to fight another turn at least.
GG.
Of course, you're gonna get like fucking terrible rolls on all of your attacks. But anytime
Fucking
you're trying to
good
stay conscious, it's always about fucking 15.
Yeah.
GG.
GG.
Make sure you drop the chakra cost for that Flying Demon Strike too.
Yeah. Luckily, everything's pretty much just 2 chakra, so
Hey, we're fortunate right now.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
GG.
I actually lied. I have one more paper bomb left, but unfortunately, I don't have anything to do with it. So
You can throw it with one chakra, but that's pretty much going to guarantee a collapse before you can even detonate it.
yep. Falling all over me. Shit.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a kunai directly at Silas.
Okay. So ranged attack.
And this is the kunai from my upper belt, from my upper shuriken holster, Connor. So, if depending on how this goes, I'm gonna do something else.
Okay.
Rolls a 1. I catch it in midair. Hey, thanks for the kunai.
Okay. Anything that you're following up with that?
Well, that's the end of my turn because I did a move and then an attack.
Yeah, okay. Silas, you are up. Roll fortitude save.
Yeah, I know. For show, right?
Fucking get laid, dude.
Alright, keep going.
GG.
Oh my
How the
god.
fuck you doing this though? Like,
Hey, I got a
how?
question. If I throw my sword at him, how much damage, or at her, how much damage does it do?
It's gonna do your full weapon damage, but you're gonna take a massive penalty to throw your weapon since you don't have anything that's like a skill for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
If you had flying demon strike, you could do it.
Yeah, try and throw that without having the technique learned that's meant for
Will
throwing
I
that. You're
be
pretty much
able
gonna
to-
take a -10 on your roll.
Will I be able to get my sword back? Or is it gone
If you
forever?
pick it up. If you pick it up.
I'll probably die. Or I'm probably gonna get like knocked out.
You might.
I don't want to lose my sword.
I mean, something you could do right now that you're in range for.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Fuck it. I mean, what else I got to lose?
So just roll a dexterity
well,
ranged hit.
first I'd like to move up a little bit, so I'm gonna move like right there,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw my sword as a last hope attempt. So what I roll?
Just
Roll
ranged
my-
hit.
Smack
Roll
range hit.
my ranged hit. Okay.
Yep.
You were close enough, right? No, you weren't. Fuck.
Oh my god.
You
Yes.
take a -10 to that though. That was the penalty I was saying.
13.
Really?
Yeah.
So 13.
And my
It's-
defense is.
It's a big sword.
19.
It's a big old sword, dude.
So unfortunately that does miss.
Shit.
I said that penalty before he did the roll.
That's a big penalty.
That
Oh
is.
yeah. Since you're not spec'd into that or have any familiarity with that, it's
Use his quick action.
like a last ditch effort. All right, Lane, you're up again.
Okay,
Don't die on me.
so with that last kunai, I had an iron wire attached to it that I threw into the wall since it missed Silas. And now I'm going to yank on it, pull myself to it, and kick Silas in the side of the head as I go by.
But
Oh,
you
You
threw it
can- wait,
when I
what?
was. Hold on, you threw it when I was standing right here. Oh, whoops! Sorry. One more time. When I was standing right here. So that's a long. I mean, you got like a.
I have
You're like-
over
you're 9
60
years-
feet of iron wire
You're
attached
not-
to this.
Well, but I mean, like you're 9 years old. You have like a. You have a 5 foot long leg.
No,
I got a running start. Got an adjusted start. We're not going to worry about the technicality of that.
Okay.
the point
Does
is
he-
his rule of cool.
Yeah, as he flies by.
So you're going to do kick damage, which is pretty much going to be 1d4. Okay, so that's a successful hit, so then with the 1d4.
The ones that boys.
Woo!
Plus your strength modifier, so whatever
My
that
strength
was.
modifier is 0.
Okay, then yeah, 1 straight damage. All right, roll a fortitude save, Silas.
Oh my gosh. And of course it's a success.
All right, Silas, you're still going.
What?
Man, Zach is missing the
Next.
best fight of the whole
This is-
tournament.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like the best step in the fight.
You should stop dying there, Cozy Cat. Come on.
I gotta
Best
look
part
at
is
something.
Shiro's unconscious for all of this.
Fubuki's watching for me.
This fight has gone on so much longer than it should have.
right?
Yeah, it really has.
He got left and right and left. Just pop, 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 pop.
All I got is punching him. Let me read here.
I mean, you got that one thing that you can do that does lethal damage thing. You know that thing.
Hikozukai. 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 That's metagaming.
I don't have anything like that. I don't know what you're talking about. I've got just my fist now because I don't have a sword. So I've got I don't remember. Connor said a long time ago, but I didn't put it down. He said I had like bite, double fist slam or something like that, or I don't remember.
Something like that. If I remember correctly.
Hikozukai. You can stop talking now. You make one more outburst that's related to this fight, you're losing your spirit die.
Lane is a goddamn badass.
I'm going to roll a. I'm just gonna punch her.
All right.
1d6 plus my strength.
All right. So do a melee hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
That's a success. So then the 1d6 plus your strength mod.
Stop squirming.
All right, that's a non-damage punch.
One punch.
Silas, the unstoppable.
GG.
Even if you somehow manage to miraculously make your way through this.
There's no way. Well, I'm about to get put to sleep, so.
Like Satsu's gonna automatically win this tournament if that's the case.
Oh shit! Don't hit your head on that, baby. Come
Yeah,
on.
but Satsu's an asshole.
That
I mean,
he
he's gonna
is.
win anyway. Like regardless of what happens.
No one can stop him. No one can stop him.
Well, I was kind of hoping that Shiro would win his fight because there was something cool I was gonna duel. Yeah, duel if that happened.
Duel.
That didn't happen. Now.
No, that didn't happen.
BS one.
You got fucking Blastoise. Water cannon.
All right,
All right. I don't
you're
have
up
much
again,
hit.
Lane.
Okay, I'm gonna use Kage Buyo to kick Travis into the air.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
You have that? Holy shit, dude.
You're gonna kick someone that weighs 200 pounds in the air? You're 9
Yeah.
years old.
So are you. Oh, wait, no, you're like 13. You're
Yeah.
a kid too.
Good grief. That's a strong kick. You must play for like the Dallas Cowboys or something.
I mean, he's a ninja.
He's a punter.
So basically, yeah, roll your attack there. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's rolling the attack. It does normal damage, and then he has to make a fortitude save to avoid actually being knocked into the air.
Well, you're probably gonna kill me here, so
So roll your strength check.
I can't see you like
Strength check. Roll the damage check is what I meant.
can't see you rolling another one.
How much is it? Is it 3 or 4?
1d4.
Slash roll fail. Oh my god. I'm still alive.
All
no.
right. So now roll a fortitude save, Silas.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and get that fortitude save. That +9. There it is.
That's a fail.
Good.
And I'm going to follow him into the air.
All right.
You can't
now-
hit twice.
Hurricane.
No, that's part of the attack.
So now it's your turn. You can't do any sort of movement action, and you. Let's read exactly.
I don't think he can defend at all either.
No,
And he's flat-footed.
you're pretty much completely unable to react with this turn, so pretty much your turn gets skipped. Aside from the fortitude save to see if you remain conscious. So roll another fortitude save.
Oh, of course I fucking passed that one.
GG. Rip.
When
Did,
it counts.
did we know how high up I went, or am I just like falling backwards pretty much?
20 feet, something like that.
3 times
Number
the
of
damage
feet.
taken.
Equal to 3 times the damage taken.
You were not knocked high.
Only
So
6 feet.
I'll just fall.
Well, You're in the air until the end of my next turn.
But you said you followed me up into the air, right? So technically you can't do anything either because you're in the
Yeah,
air.
you can.
Yep,
You didn't
I
get
can.
knocked out.
I can do stuff because I'm not the one getting knocked into the air. So when it gets back to my
Oh.
turn, I'm just gonna kick you back down into the
Which-
ground.
Pretty much, there's nothing you can really do to respond, Silas, unless
Okay,
you have a method to evade the attack, which with your chakra you really don't.
it's fine. I'm just looking for that roll, that one.
All right, so pretty much you're up again, Lane.
Yep, and I'm just gonna do a basic attack to try to kick him back down into the ground.
Here comes
Okay.
that one,
So this time it's going to be against your flat-footed defense.
and I passed.
Against flat-footed.
Yeah, I have a 15, so you didn't hit me.
Wow.
Dang.
Still able to quickly maneuver your way out of that attack. So that was still an attack of opportunity. So you still have.
What is this fight? This fight is amazing.
You still have more you can do, Lane.
Oh snap, dude.
It's the power of the baby.
I'm gonna bounce myself off of the wall to get myself away. If that's a thing I can do.
That's going to trigger an attack of opportunity.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna use the fact that
You still following?
well, I don't know. You
You
know,
can still
I'm
do
just
a
gonna
basic attack. The attack of opportunity wasn't your attack action.
then I'm just gonna do that again.
Another punch.
Give it another whirl.
Yep.
All right. Roll your hit.
Oh, that's a hit. Good
That's a
job.
success. All right. Roll that damage. Don't get a 1.
GG.
There it is.
Thank God. Little 9-year-old girl punches you, and you finally, after everything
Whoa.
that you have done to refuse to go down, you finally go down.
Are you trying to shame my boy here?
I'm
was-
trying
there
to say it's fucking incredible. All that
There was
fortitude.
no shame, especially since
Impressive as fuck, dude.
Lane in the beginning of the fight said, "I'm gonna make this quick." 30 minutes later.
That's a fucking so much longer. So medic team is dispatched to go and pick you up, as the proctor says. All right.
Well, I
Lane
initially
is the
said I
winner
was
of the
gonna
fight.
make it showy.
Oh, showy though. Yeah, you did. You did. say
Yeah, I
that.
was like, I'm gonna make this a bit showy, and then I was like, you know, I am gonna try to finish you in one move, and then I just didn't, and I was like, well, fine, showy.
All right, so Shiro, at this point, you come out on the stands next to Kozakai, conscious, with 1 health. Super still injured.
Alright.
And I'm gonna collect my Fuma Shuriken from the ground over by this boulder.
You're also gonna grab my sword because you're a good friend.
I will do that as well, so I can give it back.
To respect is an honorable opponent. There you go. All
Yeah,
right.
respect for putting up a great fight. That was fantastic. I
Thank
think if we were both at full health, you would have rolled me. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well, yeah, you know, if you
could have charged.
if
his
you
ass.
were
Wow.
if you would have failed that last hit, I was definitely going to get you.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's
Like,
the
okay.
biggest problem with this character is I have a really low health.
That was awesome.
So, I guess that means I need to now open up my sheet for Satsu.
All right, I guess I just need to stay back down here.
Yep.
Also
Well,
flash
you no,
forward.
there's still one more fight before you.
All
Satsu
right,
versus-
it's Satsu and
Yep. Proctor raises his hand. Is like, all right, Hajime and Satsu, please, take your positions. So let's just fucking roll these.
Did Zach have a plan for this?
No.
of course not. He expected to lose to Mike.
All right.
Everyone.
Despite both of those awful rolls, Satsu wins.
I think everybody.
Satsu's going to take position there.
I think everybody expected Mike to win.
Yeah.
Even me.
I thought Mike was gonna win.
So, okay. So pretty much the Proctor, yeah, we're just in the end of this fight. Proctor raises his hand and says, all right, fight between Hajime and Satsu, begin. And Satsu just pulls out a kunai. And he goes, I'm going to make this fight end very quickly.
Famous last words.
And you see the kunai begins to glow a little bit. And he chucks it at
Are you gonna kill
Hajime.
him? What the?
Fucking chakra bomb, dude. Chakra bomb.
And it hits
stopper.
him.
Boom. What the fuck? Holy shit.
I
This guy might be a little strong, so what's up?
think I'm gonna have to forfeit.
What's Hajime's health here?
That's what I was gonna do. I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna fight that guy.
Okay. So that's a successful hit.
Fucking rip Zach.
And that kunai pretty much rips right through him, leaving a very severe open wound. But Hajime still stands, not ready to give up the fight quite yet.
What the fuck? Give it up. You're in control. Don't do this to Zach. Don't pull a Zach on Zach.
And
Come
so
on.
Zach's gonna use pressure cannon,
You pull a Zach on Zach.
Don't pull a Zach on Zach.
and that's a miss.
Oh.
At this point, Satsu just teleports next to Hajime.
and just stumps him.
Pulls out another kunai and stabs him pretty much right where the last wound was.
gonna kill Hajime. Oh gosh, he's gonna kill
Pull the
Hajime,
Zach
guys.
on
But
Zach.
he misses. Zach
He
is
rolled
able
a
to
1.
Swiftly
Wow.
bat the kunai away. Sorry, Hajime is able to swiftly bat the kunai away, and then follows up with the attack of his own. Which I just realized reduces chakra for the last attack, but he doesn't have enough chakra to use a jutsu, so he's going to pull out his crossbow and make a direct attack. Actually, he's going to pull out his Fuma Shuriken, and he's going to make a melee attack with it.
Oh, is he gonna get hit?
No.
Unfortunately, he does not. Satsu doesn't even try to deflect it, despite the fact that he could easily do it. He just knocks it away.
That's the fucking.
And then Satsu, annoyed with how the fight is going so far, looks him in
Lord.
the eyes and grabs him by the throat.
GG. Choking.
Choking the last 2 health out of him.
GG.
So he presents him. Okay, no, I don't know what this is gonna do. So he grabs Hajime by the throat, swaps their positions, like flips him around, looks at Owari as he does this. He pulls out his kunai and he stabs him once again in the wound.
Dang.
Does he roll this? But does he make the stab?
He scores
Which he
away.
succeeds the stab of.
You pulled a Zach on Zach, dude.
I'm not
He's
gonna
gonna
kill him.
die. He's
Nah.
gonna die.
It's a
Pulled
7.
Zach on a
He didn't
Zach.
kill him.
And so with
minus
that,
5.
he with that, Hajime falls unconscious, but Satsu readies his kunai once again. At which point you see Owari dashes from the stands and pretty much blocks it. At which point the
That's
proctor
enough!
raises his hand and yells, "We have an outside interference. Disqualification, Hajime."
Rip.
At which point, Owari and Satsu are just looking at each other eye to eye before Satsu drops Hajime unconscious and Owari grabs him. At which point, then Owari hands him off to a medic team that's been dispatched, who he is now being treated in critical condition. And Owari turns his back and begins to dash away.
He gets kunai in his back.
And then,
Yeah.
and then they cart Silas into the arena.
Yeah, and Silas, at this point, you are back at 1 health,
Hey, the crew's all
exhausted next to the rest of your team. And the proctor says, "All right, now for the final battle, Lane versus Satsu. Lane, please come down."
GG, here we go.
So now roll for initiative.
Surrender! I surrender!
Never give up.
Oh, I just realized I've been
oops.
rolling his initiative wrong.
What do you mean? Is it like 100,000 times higher?
Oh, it's not 100,000 times higher, but it's 8 as opposed to 5. All right, so you get initiative, Lane.
Hey.
Will you move him back 1 square?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I'd love to see how this plays out, guys, but I gotta go.
Aye, aye. Have a good one, Silas.
Was fun. Lane, good luck.
Yeah.
Rip.
Shit, I used all my iron wire on Silas. So I
Yes,
can't
you
scratch
did.
him.
Yes, you did.
GG.
Hey, put him to sleep. Metagame.
Get metagamed.
So I don't think he's be able to touch him.
It's
Yeah,
gonna have to be
probably
a
not.
range touch attack.
Well, my sleep technique is a melee attack, so I'd have to get into melee range.
Mhm.
Oh,
On top of
GG.
it all.
And I can't cover that distance in one move.
GG.
So before the fight starts, then Asatsu's just gonna look at you. He says, "I have no issue with you of the rain. Surrender now, so that way I don't have to accidentally kill you."
You know, you took care of Sho much easier than I thought you were going to. I expected more from our head clan, but I see that you are clearly an opponent I can't beat. Proctor, I surrender.
The proctor looks, "All right. By forfeit, Satsu is the winner of this Chunin exam." And here there's a mix of cheering and cheering and booing from the crowd. People who are excited from the end of the Chunin exam, and people who are angry that the final fight didn't take place.
Well, I'd rather not die. So,
If anybody has a problem with it, speak up. I'll take you on.
Got one health.
Proctor, may I run to the stands real quick to return my first opponent's swords? Or my previous opponent's sword?
Well, we're going to have everyone come down and take one final bow to the audience, so he can say it to you, anyone who's able.
Good.
Silas jumps down. Hajime's still in critical condition.
Oh, wait. I was going to jump off this guy's head.
That guy's head?
Yeah, this guy right here.
All right. That guy gets mad and he yells. He's like, "I always knew that samurai were scum!"
Hey, you watch your mouth.
Oh, if you didn't move me right here, I'd be trying to throw a kunai.
You can still do it. You're in range.
I'm not gonna do it.
That's what I thought.
Oh man, I'm so lucky that kunai with the paper bomb didn't hit me at first.
Yeah.
I think that probably, if you got decent rolls, was gonna ruin me. I mean, I would have lived through all of it, but it was just like,
If he would have walked up and smacked you, you would have been cut in fucking half. Ah, why did he do that?
because I could have kept him at range the whole time.
Yeah. Fuck.
Silas recognized his weakness. Fucking hiccups, Christ. All right, so the proctor says, "All right, everyone, bow to the audience." And audience, these were the participants, some of the participants of this annual, biannual Chunin exam. And there's cheering, and woo, yeah. As all right, now you're all to return to your villages, where they will hold the final decision as to whether or not you are going to be made Chunin. Thank you all for attending. The exam is officially concluded.
What if we passed?
Can I look at Satsu? Just like stare at him. That's it. I'm just gonna stare at him. No more
Sure.
face.
He looks at you after recognizing that you've been staring at him. He looks at you, also with a lack of emotion on his face.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stare at him as I walk away. I'm gonna walk away.
I'll just spot check for that blindfold you put on.
Okay,
Not gonna
do a spot
forget it.
check.
Come on, one. Oh,
You don't see it on him. He's got a number of bags, belts, pouches, things like that.
yeah, that's
Maybe it's in there.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to Satsu so I can talk to him.
Okay.
I'll just walk over here. Oop. So, I apologize for not giving you a final fight, but I can tell just from looking at you and from what you've shown here that I don't have what it takes to beat you right now. I look forward to a future engagement where we can have a more even fight.
So at that, he kind of laughs because, yeah, right.
Ooh, get salted, dude.
GG.
Anything else anyone's doing?
There is one last thing I want to do, but I need to whisper to you to do it.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Wari hops on down to look at y'all and he goes, "All right, everyone, let's go check on His name's not Kono anymore. Hajime. And then let's head back to the village, shall we?"
All right.
Before we do,
In front of.
Looking directly at Satsu.
Okay. So that he just kind of smiles at you.
And I'm just going to say, don't underestimate me for our next fight.
But more than he will have just noticed that. You also see that there's a little bit of a stirring in the crowd up here, in the leader stands.
Yeah. And then I'm going to stop with it.
Okay.
I want to do this spot check.
Am
Am
I
I
really
allowed?
looking at you though.
Due to our angles, I don't think you'd be able to actually
Yeah,
see
it wouldn't
me.
really matter what you, even if you rolled a perfect 20, you can't see anything.
Rip. Little did you know I had mirrors all around.
Little did I know, because you don't.
And then I'm going to turn to Matsute, now that I don't have that on, and say, that was an amazing fight between you and Silas.
Which when he kind of looks at you and he smiles and he goes, "Thank you." He
I
should
also-
be thankful that I decided to surrender.
I also look forward to a day when we can test our mettle against each other as well.
He smiles at you and he kind of looks around and he looks back at you and goes, "Maybe it's going to be sooner than you think." And he starts to walk away.
That's fine with me.
Foreshadow.
Now I'm going to walk up to Silas and give him back his sword. Say, good fight.
"Thank you. Good fight."
Ho ho ho, Silas. Ho.
Baby.
Santi takes off at this point, by the way.
I was gonna go up and saw Gyaku, but I decided against it.
I'm gonna go back up to the stance. I'm just gonna climb up this wall using Kibanori.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump on this guy's head again.
So at this point, this guy right here, he walks up and he grabs you by the back of your outfit, and he says, "I'm going to need you to apologize to this man. I understand that samurai aren't exactly respectful or respectable, but we have ways that we do things here in the villages, and you don't disrespect the people who are cheering you on."
All right, I'm sorry, sir.
He looks at you and he says, "Well, at least I know that my treating of the samurai hasn't been without good reason. You're you're not even a disgrace to your name. Your name lives up to exactly what I thought it would."
Yeah, you can badmouth me all you want. You'll see one day. I'm gonna be great.
Yeah, as great as you are, if you remain this disrespectful, this pathetic, it doesn't matter how great you are. You're never going to be respectable.
That's what you think. I'll prove you wrong. What's your name?
My name, Kozu.
Where do you live, Kozu?
Where do I live? I'm not going to tell you where I live.
All right.
I know
prove it to you
if
one
there's
day.
anything I know about samurais, that they're going to cut my back in my sleep.
What's
They don't even have the
Samurai don't do
respect
that.
to put their sword around my throat.
Samurai don't do that.
Oh,
Those
but
are
they just
assassins.
jump on your head just to get into the stands, into the arena. Yeah, I know exactly what you kind of people are. He begins to walk away.
Yeah, I'll prove you wrong. Don't you run.
So at this point, you see a man jumps next to you. He looks at you. He says, "So, you seem to be a samurai."
Yeah.
And so this man, you know, just initial look at him. He's bald and he's got two kind of green tattoos along the side of his head. And he just kind of looks at you and he says, "If you're trying to prove yourself as a samurai, stop being such a instigator amongst the crowd. I'll tell you that the general was impressed by your efforts, but by seeing what you've done in the face of other people, well, let's just say you're not going to get some of the advantages you were."
Aw.
Oh.
He begins to walk away from there as well.
Oh.
just for jumping on the nerd's head. Hold
He
twice.
got. Now
Red.
you're starting to feel the repercussions I do when I do funny ass shit.
I'm a 12-year-old kid. I'm just trying to like live up to my age.
And this guy who's next to you hears that and he says, "You're a 12-year-old shinobi. You have more responsibility than most people. Act like it."
I didn't say that. All right, so I forgot to say out of character
Unfortunately, you didn't say that, so you said it in character.
because I don't think a 12-year-old kid would say that. So I'm gonna just say that now. All right.
Get laid.
Jeez.
And Awari looks at you two up there. He says, "What are you doing? Get back down here."
No, I thought we were
Sick.
leaving.
Yeah, I was checking on Hajime. See if he's up yet.
Yeah, he is up. He's right next to me.
What the?
Fucking god damn it.
All
I'll
right.
stand right here.
Now then, let's get back on the train to the village.
Alright. That's cool.
All right, and the same's going to happen to you, Lane, with your team.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone's now on their train back to the village. We're just going to leave the map right here for the moment. So while you're in the middle of the train ride, eventually you got, you're in like a, think like a Hogwarts style train. You've got your own individual rooms that you can open and shut.
You mean like a regular train?
I don't know.
It's a regular train.
Do I go on trains?
No. It's
I
a
don't know.
passenger
Trains are old. Trains are old. I don't know.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, but sure, a standard train.
The only train I've ever been on is a really, really old one that they had over in Salt Lake, and they didn't have individual cars. It was just like rows. Oh, they didn't have individual.
That's what I'm used to seeing.
booths, They just had like rows of seats.
That's what I'm used to seeing.
But if we're going like 100,000 miles, you need your own goddamn booth.
Fair enough.
That's what you think. Anyway, so you're in your booth.
Gee.
And you hear a knock. At which point, Awari opens it. And you see that there's Shikamaru on the other side. And he goes, "Awari, we've received a message. When you get back to the village, you're to report with me to the council room." He looks. He goes, "Of course. What's this about?" Yes,
I'm gonna look at Cheryl and go, "Ooh, it's happening."
As well, with Naruto currently out of commission, I expect it's to determine a temporary Hokage, and the Council of Jonin are going to be convening to give their support or lack of support. And Wari just kind of speaks up, but wouldn't, and he's just cuts him off. "Save it. I don't know why we're doing it like this, but we'll find out once we're there." Wari just says, "I see. I'll report as soon as we arrive then." And the door closes and the train continues. So at this point, Lane, you arrive at the Rain Village, and the Leaf team arrives at their village. At which point, Wari says, "Well, everyone, I'm gonna go and take my leave. I've got somewhere to report to. Silas, Hajime, make sure you make it back all right. You two seem pretty beat up. Kozukai, Shiro, take care of yourselves as well."
You got it. Also, when are we gonna be notified if we made it or didn't make it?
You'll be called.
All right.
And he walks away.
We all fear we're all getting. There you go.
I want to.
So, at this point, what are you guys going to do? Not much for you to do right now, Lane, so,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I'm gonna walk.
You mean
Back
roll
to the
listen
house.
check? No.
You're walking back to the house?
out.
Alright, Hajime and Silas are both going to do the same, so you're splitting up from each other.
All right.
And midway on your way to get home, you hear someone who's calling your name. He goes, "Hey, Gozukai, Silas, or Chiro."
I'm gonna look
Listen
over.
check.
And you look over. You don't even have to roll listen check. It's calling your names. And you look over and you see it's Ken.
I knew it.
Sup, Ken?
Say, "Hey guys, just got back. I see. How'd the exams go?"
Some stuff happened. All right. Some stuff. It was
Like Like important stuff?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, he kind of leans in a little bit quieter. I've heard that there's a council meeting happening right now, and I just happen to have a way to get in there. You guys wanna join me and watch what's happening?
Oh no. I've been there. I'm not doing that again.
Let's
Well, I'm
go.
going one way or another. You want to go with me, Kozakai?
I mean, all right. Yes, but how?
How? Well, you see, my the original me, the one who was very good with sealing techniques and the one who I'm derived from.
Yeah.
He actually set up something inside the council meeting so that way he could spy on the going ins and outs of the village. Mostly so that way he could figure out if at any point we were in jeopardy. But we have a
What council
way
meeting?
that's completely sealed out so that way they won't hear us. Any noise that we make that's it is quiet as a whisper, they won't hear. As well as the fact that there's a way to sneak in without anyone being able to realize that we're in there. Basically, we have a vent system set up that we can enlarge as we see fit, thanks to a seal he put on.
Hmm. I mean, you know what I'm doing. I'm going straight forward, dude.
And Alexi goes, "All right, Shiro, you gonna join us?"
Oh no. Last time, effing privacy field blocked out everything. When we tried to get in there, they found us out of meeting.
Oh no, they don't use privacy fields for this one. Anytime that they're in the council meeting, they put seals and everything on the soundproofing the walls. They don't worry about using a ninjutsu.
Well, what about guards? This is gonna be a pretty important meeting.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of guards who are watching the door. We're not going through the door.
But what if they have sensory type ninja?
As I said, the seals that are on the seals that we put up have always protected us. We've been doing this for over a year and no one's caught us. No one's even come close.
Shiro. Let's go.
And besides, what's the worst thing that they're gonna do? It's a meeting and we're part of the village. You're shinobi. You're just trying to, educate yourself for the future so that way you can better help your village, right?
I
No
don't think
way.
I will see
The
it
last-
like that, but okay.
We just finished the Chunin Exams. I could fail because of this, maybe. Or maybe they were broke my rights. I don't know.
I don't think that that's what they're gonna do. But I mean, if you're set on that, me and Kozakai can just go.
Shiro, we should go. We should all go. I
I'm
mean,
gonna sit this one out.
you remember what we saw, Shiro? I just want to make sure it's actually going to happen.
Peer pressure.
You're right, actually.
Peer
The metagame
pressure.
Too strong.
This is a metagame. This is a metagame. We saw this.
All right. I'm in.
All right, let's go. So you follow him. He leads you to a vent, and you see that the vent is about 1 foot tall and 1 foot wide. And he kind of undoes it a little bit, and he puts his hand, touches something on the side of it, and you see all of a sudden it begins to enlarge, big enough to about 3 by 3 feet, so you can crawl on in.
Hey, I could have crawled in it anyways.
Not 1 by 1. You're not that small. So then he's all right. Come on, everyone, go in. I'm gonna go in last. That way I can reclose this behind us.
No, I'll close that. You go in first.
Are you familiar? I mean, these are some complicated seals.
I just like pressing this doohickey right here and just closing the gate, right?
I guess, but just don't blow it and blow our cover.
All right, I'll go in. You do the seals.
Okay. So you two go in first, and he crawls in after you, and he places his hand on it, and it closes down to the 1 by 1 on that side. But you see, inside is still very roomy enough for you all to go through. And he goes, all right, just keep following through until you're the 3rd vent past, and then once you just look down in that one. Remember to not talk at all if you can help it, because that's, any loud noise they'll still hear.
Okay.
So I'll crawl to that vent?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going
You
to do
look-
a crawl silently check.
I was gonna say.
Move
I'm still
silent?
gonna
Okay.
do it.
No, it's not move silently, it's crawl silently.
We'll move everyone to the village map again real quick.
I'm a
I wish
mouse.
I got that perfect 20.
Oh, yeah. You're not making a single peep there. All right. So you're both fine. Just going to get back to the village here. I don't actually have a map laid out for this, which I probably should have, but I came to this.
I mean, we kind of do. If you still have the school shit set up.
Sure.
Yeah! We're just going to that first room. When we go up into the thing, blah blah blah. Magic shit happens.
So
It's
you're
gonna
not
get
there.
torn to
Bandit
pieces.
Keith's not there.
Haha. I'm gonna go right here.
I can't see
Okay.
nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't fucking need to worry about the vision. So this map is a poor representation of what's actually being seen, but use your imagination.
I'll try.
So below, you see that there is a large group of people in a very large room. Most of the people are sitting at desks looking forward towards one side of the room. You can very kind of roughly see that on that side seems to be a group of people who are sitting. And you recognize some of these people. You recognize Shikamaru's there. You recognize the previous Hokage Kakashi's there. The Hokage before him, Tsunade, is there. As you also recognize the village elders, Koharu and Homura. And there's also someone else there who you might not immediately identify. But you see that the thing on his head reads Feudal Lord of Fire. And you also see that there are 4 men next to him. At which point, you see Shikamaru walks up. You also see a Wari in there. You see, pretty much every person who you know who's a shinobi that's high ranking. So, Regeko, Rook.
Hey.
He goes, all right, hello everyone. We have a number of things to discuss here today. Let's start things off with the Chunin Exams and just get that out of the way. We had 4 shinobi who made it to stage 3, led by a Wari. And we've decided to make them all Chunin. And Wari stands up and he speaks. He goes, excuse me, Shikamaru, are you sure about that? Silas performed admirably, yes, and Shiro remained calm and consistent and capable the whole way through. I'm also not too familiar with Hajime's experience, but he seemed to prove himself in his fights. But shouldn't Kozukai have further evaluation? Beyond an incredibly foolish concept of teamwork, he's tried to kill himself on a number of occasions. I don't think making a Chunin is wise, not yet. And you see Shikamaru kind of speaks up and he goes, well, the fight that he did, he performed above expectation. He showed strong prowess when it comes to ninjutsu and genjutsu. And despite its failure to work on his opponent, there are other reasons for this decision too, Owari. I think you'll understand shortly. And he just kind of calms him, remains quiet. So, all right, everyone, we also have a Rain Ninja who's declared or a Rain Chunin who's declared allegiance to the village. We're going to be deciding exactly what to do with her when she arrives tomorrow.
Yeah.
Before we get away from the exams, I'm sure you're all aware of what transpired there. In a clash between Owari and Shibuki of the Waterfall, Naruto was injured and remains unconscious despite our treatments. He'll most likely be fine, but without the Kage to lead us, and he might be down for a week, maybe even 2, we regularly, have his former stand-in, Kakashi, but there's an incident that's come up that has kind of changed that. Which brings us to our most important topic here. We have reports who have come in from a very reliable source that the Grass Village Ninja they've headed out towards our borders. At which point, Regeko, he stands up and he sees he's kind of shakily. So you're looking to appoint a temporary Hokage to the war, huh? Is that what we're here for? And Kakashi stands forward and he goes, yes. Me and Lord Fifth are too old and to efficiently lead the war effort, regardless of how small of a campaign this might be. But there's something here. There's someone who we think makes more sense to do this. Because of his history for wiping out large forces, his calmness in the face of opposition, and his dedication to the village, we've recommended Owari to take Naruto's place until he returns. Owari stands up. He goes, I'm sorry, but I must decline. I'm not fit for the duty, as I'm partially to blame for Lord Hokage's current condition. On top of that, don't you think it'd be better to appoint Shikamaru, or perhaps, and Shikamaru cuts him off, he goes, no. This isn't like the last great war where we had multiple fronts and battlegrounds. This is a siege, and we need someone who can react quickly to an incident should it occur. Aside from Naruto, no one is as fast as you are in this village, and you're able to be a great offensive force, scout, and tactician. With all those capabilities, we need you here to lead. Besides that, the Grass Village has already begun their campaign, and we can't afford to waste too much time. Their ninja aren't quite as strong as the Waterfall, however, there are more of them that are coming our way. I'm going to be in charge of the defensive campaign, but we'll need you for the offense, and that's why we think it'd be better for the Kage to be leading. At which point you see the feudal lord speaks up. He stands, and everyone kind of bows a little bit. He goes, there's more than he's saying, Owari. The Grass are a part of the Shinobi Union, and this is an immensely traitorous move. But we believe that it may have been caused by someone who snuck among the ranks of the Grass, probably even Orochimaru. To intimidate such a man, we need someone equally intimidating, and that's our main reason for choosing you. Don't you agree that is a good reason? Owari kind of hesitates to respond. He goes, I don't really think I have a choice, but I'll agree for the sake of the village. And then he goes, fantastic. Now I'll leave everything else to you, and we shall take our leave. And he gestures his advisors to follow him through. And they leave the room. At which point, no, just the advisors. At which point, Kakashi speaks up. He goes, all right. Everyone who's of the Jonin here, if anyone has any doubts, please speak up. There kind of seems to be a little bit of murmuring from everyone, but no one really speaks up. He goes, all right. Everyone is good to go except for Owari, Regeko, and Rook. You see everyone leaves the room aside from people who are remaining on stage and those three. Because there's something that we need to discuss. Owari, your team passed the exams with a little effort, it seems, but it seems that there's more that we need to talk about. Apparently, of the 44 ninja that entered the second exam, only 28 came out. That's over a third who were killed. And Regeko chimes in. He goes, isn't that a good thing? It means the exam are tough again. The weak succumb to defeat. You've been making these exams too easy on everyone. They need to understand what pain's like. Otherwise, we're just going to make ourselves weaker. At which point Kakashi looks. He goes, if they were defeated by the elements or their opponents, then yes, they would have succumbed to the environment to the environment of the exams. But according to your report that you gave right before the third exam took place, we've detected symptoms that relate directly to Choitsu being the killer. All three of them just kind of seem shocked by this. That's not all. Of the 400 genin that we've had in the village from 5 years ago, we now only have 300 as our kind of genin. The death toll of our shinobi has skyrocketed despite this being a peaceful era, and Owari, your team is critical to this. Hajime's team was wiped out in a similar manner. He escaped thanks to the efforts of his team and his sensei, but after we finally recovered his team, they were all in the same shriveled state. He has a rare trait. He has a rare ability to use ice techniques. That's why we have him on your team. As a matter of fact, everyone who's on your team has something that's, well, unique to them, and for lack of a better word, endangered. They're on a team together to make sure that they can be as strong as possible and also be watched over by you, so as they can't be taken by Choitsu. And where he kind of seems shocked at this. He goes, wait, everyone on my team, including Shiro and Kozukai? He goes, yes. Do you have reports on this? Can I look over them? And he goes, of course. You'll have free reign as your temporary Hokage position. Kozukai. But we should prepare for the Grass first. We'll work with you to prepare everything. Is there anything that you need right now? And Owari kind of thinks for a second, and he looks up. You can see he's very firm in his voice right now. Yes, there's one person who knows every detail of the hidden village. I need Coyote. Bring him to me in the Hokage's office. I'll be reinstating him as the head of the Anbu to defend the village should the enemy get past our defenses. And Kakashi just kind of looks. He goes, understood. Go take go to your office. We'll have everything prepared for you there. The elders want to have a special session with you as well. Rogeko, you're going to be leading the counteroffensive alongside Awari, and so make sure you sober up. And Rook, you're in charge of civilian evacuation and protection when the attack has finally occurred. And they both go, Roger. And the 6 begin to walk out. At this point, you see Awari looks up, and he's looking directly at you inside the vent. And then he looks forward and continues on his way.
Scurry away.
I'm
gonna leave. I'm gonna gesture to Ken to back out.
Yep, he goes to start making his way out.
Alright, I'm gonna follow.
File, please.
All right. So y'all follow out, and you emerge back into the village.
I guess it was worth.
He speaks up, and he looks at you guys and goes, oh, wow. A war is happening. Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
It is.
Let's
I can't wait. But at the same time, I don't want it to happen. And they know my fucking bloodline. How do they know that?
Maybe they don't. Maybe they have details.
Who the fuck knows?
Maybe they did a background check on you.
Ken looks at you and goes, wait, bloodline? You're special?
No, I'm not.
Roll a bluff check.
Rip.
And because you take a penalty because he just heard you, that does not pass.
GG.
He goes, wait, if there's something special about you, I mean, that's big news. What is it? Come on, I want to know.
GG.
Yeah. Honestly, good. Alright. Okay. This is it. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Cheryl, you don't tell anyone. Nobody tell no one nothing. Alright. My special ability is I can use Genjutsu very proficiently.
GG.
So Ken just kind of sighs at this, and he looks at you, Shiro. He goes, he said there's something special about you, too. What is it?
It's probably best that you don't know.
So at this point, you hear a ahem coming from above you.
I'm gonna make a spot check, and I'm also gonna do a sense chakra.
You're not even going to have to roll that spot check, really. So
Oh,
you
no.
see someone who's dressed in Ombu Black Ops garb. And
Rip.
he's looking down at you, and he jumps down, and he looks at you, and he goes, so, something special about you all. Maybe it appears you might have just heard something that you shouldn't have.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
He kind of looks at you both, and he goes, I think it's time that you report to me. Now that Coyote is being reinstated, he's going to want to have a session with you two.
What? Coyote is being reinstated?
He looks right through you.
Fuck, I wanted to roll a bluff check.
But what about
No.
Dokkan?
That's an automatic fail. He knows.
GG.
He
What
looks at
about
you and
Dokkan?
goes, what about Dokkan?
He's the leader of the Ambu right now, right?
And
Who the
This
fuck
whole
are you?
change hasn't happened yet, is it?
Yeah.
the change hasn't happened, but we're fully aware of what's happening. The Ambu are never out of the loop when it comes to this village. Now then, let's meet
Right.
there.
So you know everything that's going on right now, right?
He just kind of turns his head to the side. He says, yes,
So you know what we just did, right?
yes,
Why haven't you taken care of it?
I have orders.
You just leave it.
Okay. All right, fine.
Now then,
Fine.
shall we report to Coyote's office?
Why not? You know, can I go home first? Can I drop my dog or my wolf off at home?
He looks at you and he says, no.
All right. Can we at least know who you are?
I'm gonna send
I'm
go home, bro.
directly... Yeah, roll gather information check.
Hey,
Right, this
I just
guy's-
want to know his name.
So you just
No.
sending Fubuki home?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Fubuki tries to go home, starts scratching on the door. Nobody answers.
So he looks at you and he just kind of says, "All that you need to know is that I am directly under orders of Coyote."
I just want to know your name, fam. That's it.
He looks at you, just very without, you can't see any expression on his face because he's wearing a mask. He just looks at you and he goes, "I don't. My name doesn't matter."
Matters to me.
He looks at you and he goes, "No, it doesn't." And he puts his hand and he grabs you by the neck. He says, "Now then, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way."
I was already on my way to follow you.
He relieves his hands and he says, "Now follow me. Try to
Alright.
run, and we'll have a problem."
I mean,
So is Ken coming too?
Yeah, Ken's coming too.
Oh, sweet.
fuck.
And he's just like, "Oh boy, sorry guys."
Yeah, if you hang out with us, this kind of stuff is gonna happen.
Fuck.
Oh gosh, not again.
It's changed a little bit though.
Yeah, it has. My stats are back super low.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Jesus,
don't worry
wow.
about that. Yeah, don't worry about that.
I just noticed. I'm like, damn.
That's a long time. There.
I don't have an Ambu character, do I? Ambu token.
Man, my face is super white with this screen.
GG.
All right, we're gonna leave that guy there.
Alright, fuck it.
So we just imagine this is Coyote's room, underground.
Alright.
We're gonna just throw you guys in there. You know, let's throw Ken in there too.
Yeah.
Give lane control to Ken.
No.
Oh.
GG.
So
I don't know who this person is. I don't know how they would react. I don't know anything about them.
So you go down the elevator, as you're familiar, super deep down until you emerge into a incredibly dark office.
Also, not to pull this off the rails or anything, but I wonder who that raid ninja who decided to agree to be with the Leaf is. Huh.
Interesting.
It was probably the guy who that it is guy. It was the that it is guy.
Itsuki?
Yeah, Itsuki.
GG.
If anyone, it was Itsuki.
I like that guy.
I didn't like him. It felt like he was gonna be a problem later in life.
Yeah, he would have been.
So you go down in the elevator and you emerge into the dark room that you recognize to be Coyote's office. And you see that he's there at his desk adjusting things. You see things are a little bit different. Seems a little bit less gloomy, and he's making it more gloomy. Sees dimming lights again and everything. And he looks and he goes, "Ah, so you're finally back.
Yep.
Now then, what do you have to report from me?"
Well, I mean, you already know what happened in the meeting, right?
Of course.
That's about all
I
we
got
got.
nothing to report then.
I mean, on Awari.
I
You
mean,
remember our deal, don't you?
yeah.
Ken kind of raises his hand to this and goes, I'm sorry, what's going on?" And
Pipe
he
Alright.
just looks at you and he says, "Don't worry. You're here because you allowed these two to get through. But why should I punish you so long as these two cooperate?"
All right. This is what we've learned on the wire. Now, you might not believe us, but me and Shiro had this magic gem. Some random old dude gave to Shiro over here, over there, and gave it to him. And of course, it showed us the future or the past. I don't know. And we learned a couple things. First, that Awari was going to be Hokage. And that Naruto was going to be kind of slain by Awari, but kind of not slain by Awari. You probably know all that right now, right?
Yes.
Alright. So, there was one other thing that we've learned about Awari. Look at Shiro. We learned about why he hates the rain so much. Kind of.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
you mean the waterfall?
Well, yeah, the waterfall. Rain, waterfall. They're both liquid. It's hard to distinguish.
It looks to you as if you're truly trying to make yourself good as a shinobi. You'll remember the two distinctions. Now continue.
All right. His parents were slain, if that wasn't obvious. And Awari has, I don't know what it is, but it's a blood trait. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but his eyes turn like yellow.
His
And
eyes
he's
are
like-
always yellow.
Well, I mean, they get like a more intense, super intense. I don't know how to explain it. It's just scary when he stares at you like that.
I think I am familiar with this. I wasn't sure if I just saw it and it was my imagination or possibly even a genjutsu.
It wasn't a genjutsu.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell me?
Well, do you know that Awari has this kind of special chakra blade that's not a chakra blade, but it's a chakra blade?
That blue sword. Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That was a new development in the Chunin exam, but I have been told of it, yes.
Yeah, that's about all we got.
Nothing
Yeah, we
else?
get it.
Nothing else
Nothing
at all
else.
involving him?
I mean, he tried to kill me. But
He looks at you and goes, well, why would he do that?
I kind of showed him his parents dying.
You showed him his parents dying.
Yeah, with a genjutsu, of course.
How'd you know what his parents looked like?
Magic gem, like I was telling you. We saw the past and we saw the future.
Do you know where he was when he saw his parents dying?
No. I know he was in a room. It was kind of dark and candlelit. How about it?
Well, thank you for everything you've told me.
No problem.
He goes up and he kind of pats Ken on the shoulder. He goes, now, you're inside this loop with us as well. If you discover anything about Owari, anything that seems nefarious and might threaten the leaf in any way, and he pulls out a bag and he hands it to him. He goes, you will be graciously compensated. And he looks into the bag and goes, this is at least 10,000 Rio. He looks, he goes, yes, it is. And he hands two to you guys as well. He says, now here's 20,000 Rio to the each of you. For a job well done.
Hey, that is no problem. Also, did you get anything about an ability concerning lightning that I asked about?
Which
No.
one was that again? I've been kind of in prison. I haven't had much freedom.
I know. This is no problem if you don't have anything. I was just any lightning ability you think I'd be able to use.
Oh, you know, as a matter of fact, I might have something. Here. Shiro, Ken, you are free to leave while I try and teach Kozakai this new ability.
Hey.
Sure.
Of course. So you two leave?
Yeah.
Alright. So, he goes out. He pulls out a sword that he has laying on his desk. And you see he starts to channel electricity through it. And you see it's kind of humming with electricity. He looks at you and goes, is this more of what you're looking for?
I'm gonna pull out my sword and hold it and then do the same thing.
And you see he goes and immediately he makes a cut at you. And he cuts your head off.
GG.
What?
There we go.
And he looks at you. And you are still somehow remaining conscious.
GG.
What?
Thought he was gonna die. I was like, oh.
Are you
there
gonna say
it
that?
is.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes, so you are still alive.
What do you mean?
I had
I'm
to
still...
test the theory.
What? How am I alive?
He looks at you and he goes, don't try to fool me like that. You're
I-
fully aware.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So he grabs your head and he puts it back on your body and you see he starts to sew some needles through your neck. And then you see he also calls in. He he pretty much presses a button. And then a few moments later, you see that someone opens up in the elevator behind him, and they put their hands on your neck, and they start channeling a jutsu. And you
Can I make an
feel as though you're
identification?
almost immediately being healed. What was it?
I was gonna say, can I make an identification of this jutsu?
Sure.
Is it ninjutsu?
Is that your role?
No, not
Yeah,
my
it's,
role.
it's ninjutsu.
All right, and we take the full ninjutsu ranks for this, right?
What's up?
Like we take all of our ranks into
Yeah, yeah.
this.
Everything, not just the rank.
Alright,
You unfortunately don't pass.
fuck.
You know, it's some form of medical ninjutsu, but that's it.
Super F and
And he goes, now this will heal the scars that I've left you for that. I hope you'll forgive my experiment, but I have some theories to take care of.
Is that the lightning ability? Because I would love to learn that.
Absolutely. All you have to do is channel your chakra nature into your weapon, and you can have it cut. Of course, you'll have to spend a long time learning this ability. I don't think you're quite ready for it.
But it's
But
not
it's something
like the
that you can
ability.
try for on your off
not-
time.
Can I identify the ability he used?
Sure.
It's ninjutsu, right?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
Sure.
I.
You recognize it wasn't a ninjutsu technique, not directly, but it was. You recognize that it was exactly what he said. He just channeled his chakra into it, and it changes your chakra nature.
I have that ability already, though.
Or I guess change your chakra form, rather. And he goes, well, then it appears as though you've already got your fundamentals. Keep practicing with that concept in mind, and you'll know how to go further.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's a favorite technique of Owari's, if that's any consolation.
I might have to just learn it from Owari then.
It might be a good way for you two to bond and find out anything else you might need to know.
Exactly. Now, can you tell me why I didn't die?
Well, from my reports, and do you remember the last time you were in this room?
Yes, sir.
I think it was the last time. When Shiro was in before you, you stepped on something.
Yeah.
And then you reacted.
Yep.
The will of Jashin exists inside of you.
The will of Jashin's inside of me?
The will of Jashin. Which, for the
What?
most part, makes you immortal, it seems.
Hell yeah.
However, it appears as though you're not completely immortal. You have one thing in particular that is a very big threat to you. The God Killer. Of
I
the
ran into
three
that guy.
men, you ran into him.
Yes, sir. And in the Chunin Exams, we ran into him. He tried sucking my blood out, but it didn't work.
Oh, you're lucky. I promise you that wasn't
Right.
because of Jashin. He has already killed 2 hosts who have been, as far as we could test, immortal. So, keep your eyes open.
GG.
He might come out of anywhere.
That is very concerning, and now I'm fearful for my life. Can I just stay down here for like?
He looks at you and he just goes, no.
All right.
Now also remember, from what I've heard from being a follower of Jashin, it's not hard to fall out of his good graces. If you don't listen to what he says when he says it, you're going to lose your gift.
That might be troublesome later on.
Yes, it might be.
Man.
Now then, you're good to leave.
All right.
Report anything else that you have to me, and I will give you a thorough readout on how to learn that ability.
Ooh, I can't wait for the next time I learn something about Owari.
Now, go.
And I bounce out as fast as I can. Like I sprint. The fuck
All
out.
right. And you emerge back to the surface world. You see Shiro. Shiro, what have you been doing? You know, you saw that he is taking a little bit. Did you leave him there?
Nah.
Hey, it's my boy.
Boy.
What's up,
So
Shiro?
he emerges out.
So what did he want? Did you learn your ability?
No. But he showed me it. And then he showed me something very interesting. I'll tell you when we get to the house.
All right. Let's go. And we walk to the house.
All right. Ken absolutely left you, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. That's fine with me. I don't like
All right.
Ken
So you
anyways.
arrive at your house.
Give me the juicy details.
Alright. So, where's Fubuki, by the way?
Oh, I'll let her in. We'll walk through the door. GG.
Alright. So, it turns out I'm actually immortal now. Got my head cut off.
Don't
Oh,
ask
listen,
me to
check.
test it. Oh, GG.
So you both hear someone who's like yelling through the window, and you see it's Ken. He goes, "Hey, can I test it?"
I'm gonna walk to the front door.
He's at the window, behind you, behind the front door, like across from it.
Alright, I'm gonna. So he's not out front, he's in the back.
Right.
I'm gonna open the back window and say, get in here.
And he hops on in. Can I test it?
Yeah, why not? We'll fucking go for it.
All right. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to like cut off a limb, cut off the head, stab you in the heart? What do you want to do?
Let's go with the heart thing. I don't want my head cut off again.
Okay. He takes his katana. He goes. He stabs you into the heart,
Dang.
and you feel fine. Well, you feel a stabbing pain into the heart, but you don't feel dead.
Oh, fuck!
He pulls out his sword. He's like, "Oh shit! Are you all right? Are you all right?"
Woo! I'm gonna never get used to that. Holy fuck!
Oh, thank God, you're still alive. I was worried for a second there.
Oh, so there's a wound out right there, Eric.
Yeah, and you're bleeding too.
I'm gonna use Chuck.
Chocolate or the sewing technique.
Yeah, use the sewing technique.
All right,
On
sew
that.
that wound shut. On him or on you?
No, on me.
Oh, okay, I thought you said on him.
No.
You get it so.
All right. He goes, "Wow, is this the kind of adventures that you guys get into while I'm gone?"
Yeah,
I
apparently.
remember when you used to be afraid of a little house fire.
Yeah, I still am. And if
It's
you burn
still
this house
burning.
down, I will kill you, Ken.
Whoa, that wasn't me. That was me. That was the passion side of us. Come on.
I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know, Ken.
Of course,
No,
of
no
course.
offense, but if you burn this house down,
No. Don't worry. That's not me. That's not me.
If it burns down, you're the first person I'm running at.
You can find me in my dojo, which, by the way, is now fully rebuilt, and I'll be having another set of sparring happening in about a week. Well, I guess with the war happening, that actually might have to be pushed back, huh?
Yep, probably.
We'll say a week after the war gets over, assuming that they don't destroy the village.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put that on the flyers, though.
You make a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure not to do that.
yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe this won't, turn into a war.
It's possible. From what they sounded like, they said that there was a potential spy in the grass village who was causing this. What do you think they meant?
Well,
That's a good question.
from what I heard, Orochimaru kind of took over. I'm gonna look. Was it the rain or was it the waterfall?
It was the waterfall.
Was it?
Yeah.
And he was
Are
pretending
you
to
talking
be
about your
Hokage.
mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, the village, it had him
was gonna say because
Boring.
what they were talking about in that session wasn't the waterfall, so I was just clarifying that you weren't getting it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I heard Orochimaru took over the waterfall just recently. Well, kind
Oh.
of recently.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
I wouldn't doubt me that if one of his followers or someone trying to like copy Orochimaru took over the grass or is trying to starts a war with
Wow.
our village.
And both of those lands are, both of those are neighboring lands to the Land of Fire.
Yeah. It's troubling.
You guys might want to, I don't know, well, that Rook guy, the guy who threw me in prison, he seemed to be the one who's in charge of the village defense. You might want to give him a heads up on that.
Yeah, I'm also gonna tell him about that tunnel, by the way.
That tunnel.
Yeah, that tunnel late.
My
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell it who did it, but I will go get rid of those seals ASAP.
I'll be sure to get rid of him and put him back as soon as you're done. Yeah.
I mean, like, second we're done talking, run over there, because I'm going over to Rook.
All right. Well, okay. All right. I'm gonna go do that then.
All right.
Later. And he hops back out the window and runs away.
Use the door next time.
Maybe.
Shut the window and lock it.
I gotta get rid of these windows.
Fuck, dude. Can't believe I'm immortal now.
So
This is amazing.
we can end our session there for this one.
I mean,
Lane, stuff that's happening in your village that you and I have already gone over.
Yep.
And pretty much at our next session, the plan is for you to be arriving in the village.
Yay.
Sweet.
so I just wanna go talk to Awari. See if I can find him at his house. Or
At his house?
yeah, at his house.
There's nowhere else that you think he might be that's a more fitting place right now?
I'm alright, fucking the mansion. Let's go to the mansion then.
Okay, let's go to the mansion.
Not
Alright.
me. Just this guy.
Okay,
Unless-
go
unless
to
you
the
actually
mansion.
go, of course. But
I mean, if-
No, you have free will here. There's no one peer pressuring you unless Kozakai does.
yeah, like if you ask me,
I
there's
am.
something else I want to do that. Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm definitely asking you. Sure. You wanna go talk to Awari?
Nah, you can go without me. There's something I want to check.
Alright. And I'm off. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
What's he want to check? I wonder. All right, so you make your way to the Hokage mansion. Shiro, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm gonna get in a meditating stance, concentrate a little bit. And do
All right,
sense-
roll a concentration check.
All right.
And do a what?
Concentrate, and I'm gonna sense chakra to see if I can sense the external chakra butterfly swag thing that went to my skin.
Okay. You don't detect any foreign chakra.
No, it's
Mm-mm,
nothing weird.
nothing at all.
All right, can I just look at my arm and see the butterfly? It's like a tattoo.
You can look at your arm, but you don't see the butterfly there at all.
It's a rib. All right, not wasting my time. That's it.
All right, that's it for you. All right, Kozakai, you arrive at the mansion.
There's nothing more to do.
I can't hear you, Kozakai.
I'm gonna walk straight inside the mansion and try to find Awari. So I go to the Hokage room.
All right, you see that there are a ton of people who are coming in and out of that room. Not really paying you any real attention.
I'm gonna poke my head in there, see if
All right.
Awari's in there.
You see Awari is there and also wearing the Hokage cap.
Awari?
He looks and goes, "Oh, Kozukai. We're kind of in the middle of something. What's it that you need?"
Kinda need to talk to you in a private.
How serious is it?
Very, very serious.
He turns to people who are around him. He goes, "All right, make sure to prepare every file that I need about seeing what natural defenses this has that might not be ready, full awareness to everyone. And then I'll be right back." He gestures you into a side room.
And I follow him.
You see that there are just two of you in there. He goes, "All right, well, what's it that you need?"
Well, first off, congratulations on becoming Hokage, even if it's temporary.
It's so you're aware that this is
Hey.
temporary.
Well, why wouldn't it be? Naruto's not dead, though, right?
Of course, right. Thank you.
Also, I don't know if you're. Oh, I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, Awari. That some people were spying in on the briefing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know who it was.
Yes.
Kind of heard everything.
So the whole thing that you just lied to me for was completely pointless because you were just telling me the truth anyway.
Yeah.
You should work on that, but yes.
No, don't be mad. I'm gonna go and contact Rook and talk to him about that tunnel thing to get it sealed the fuck up.
The one under my house?
No, not the one at your house. The one to get into the room that we were spying in. I forget what it was called.
Oh, I promise you that's already being taken care of.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
Nice. So I don't have to do anything. It makes my work less. Also, found out that there's a guy with the Tetsu Seigan. Am I saying that right?
Tensei again.
You mean like the Tetseiga, like the mythical Japanese sword in Inuyasha?
No.
How do you know
You know
about
what I'm
that?
talking about.
The Tenseiga. The Tenseigan, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that thing. Met a guy in the Cloud Village that had that.
Are you positive?
Sure saw it, and I'm 120,000% positive. If there was a way to read my mind and see my memory, I'd let you fucking do it.
So he looks in you. You see his eyes kind of have that like reticle sharpening thing. He looks at you. As I believe what you're telling me. For maybe once in my life, I fully believe what you're telling me.
I'm sorry, why? But the painting thing, I mean, I'm sorry that I did that, but you told us to fuck with you and get you to surrender. And that's the only thing I could think of.
I told you to take me on in a fight. I never said to do anything to make me surrender.
I mean, I don't want to kill you. You're a
You
cool
wouldn't.
guy.
You won't.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we won't, but at the same time, I don't want to risk accidentally cutting your throat.
Well,
Or
I
some freak
appreciate
accident.
that, but there might be a better way to do that next time than the Genjutsu. But regardless, that's beside the point right now.
Alright.
What was happening? How'd you come across this?
Well, a guy in the alleyway told us about this guy who wants to create world peace, blah, blah, blah. We went to the meeting. The guy was there, called himself God, well, a God. And I told him about the God Slayer, who we met in the Chunin Exams. And they tried killing us. And he kind of got angry at me and killed me. But I'm alive. I don't know how that fuck that happened.
He killed you, but you're alive.
Well, I mean, he cut off my arm. Now, I should have bled out and I should be dead. But I have my arm. It's right here. Look. This moves. It's fine.
He looks at it and he goes, "You seem fine."
Yeah.
Well,
He also stuck a blue butterfly in everyone there and told them that's how he would contact them.
and you said you were there with Shiro.
Yeah, I have one in me and Shiro has one in him.
Huh.
Oh yeah, you just think yeah. I mean, yeah.
He goes, so he just kind of thinks for a second. He goes, "Thank you very much for telling me all this, Kozukai. This is very useful. Unfortunately, since you were, as you already know, the grass have made an attack, so there's nothing I can do with this quite yet. But as soon as we are done with this, I'll be sure to look into that. Until then, I'm just going to make reports. That way we can have it in our peripherals."
All right. Well, just be on the lookout for random strangers incoming the village. I think we should have this village on lockdown.
Well, that's what Rook is preparing right now. Soon everyone's going to be aware of what's happening, and we have plenty of time to prepare.
And
Thank you once again.
you should probably monitor me and Shiro, since I don't know if this will take over our minds and make us do shit.
Well, as much as I kind of hate to say it, Coyote, I think, has already been on top of that for a while now.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned that. Also, there's one last thing. Coyote cut my head off just recently.
You look fine to me.
I mean, I'm not lying. Now, don't get mad when I tell you that apparently Jasheen is inside me.
Is that why you kept wanting Shiro to stab you? And is that why your blood was on our hotel room floor?
Yes. Yeah. I thought I was immortal. And apparently
You're
I
an
wasn't.
idiot, but it appears
Now
that
I'm
you still
immortal, though.
survived. Once again, we'll look into this at a little bit of a later date, but thank you for confiding everything into me. It means a lot.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get back in your good
There's
graces.
something that you should be aware with as well from what we've been talking right now. You and the rest of your team are going to be under charge of Rook soon. I promise you he's more competent than he may act. He's a lot better in a fight than his casual attitude represents. But you are apparently going to be leading the defense front. Anyone gets past us, you're going to be there to make sure that they don't get past you.
That sounds like a really hard job, especially if anyone gets past you guys. They're supposed to be really fucking strong. Like, I mean, come on, we're just
Well,
getting. Well,
he looks at you and goes, "Well, you're all Chunin now, so."
I mean,
Unfortunately, your situation regularly calls for more pomp and circumstance, but we don't have that luxury at the moment. So all I can say is, say hi to your brother. That was metagaming right there.
Oh,
So all I can say is,
Oh, sweet. Give me some of that.
prepare yourselves, because we're about to have quite a, you're about to have quite a mission ahead of you.
maybe ask about the ninja that's coming.
I was gonna do that. So, who's this new ninja?
From what we hear, her name is Lane from the Rain Village. She was the
Oh,
one who
Lane.
made it to the finals.
Man, I can't believe Lane's gonna come over here.
Did you notice anything when you were with her at the end of the exam?
No. Well,
Probably should pay attention to that.
Well, apparently Shikamaru noticed something that he doesn't. That wouldn't quite make sense. From what we understand, she's going to be teamed up with the rest of you. She's going to be filling in the spot. You're all Chunin now, after all. You no longer need a Jonin to lead your team. I can't hear you.
It's swag.
it's supposed to. I thought I was unmuted, but it's supposed to be 4 to a team, not 5, right?
I mean, in the old rules, not in what we've been doing. Because there's been me as the 5th teammate and you 4.
I thought you didn't count. I thought you were just a teacher.
No, I count. Most
Alright.
most squads back when I was young happened in squads of 4, 3 students and then the sensei. But times have changed, and well, you heard about the increased death that have been happening among the Genin. That's the reason why.
Well, it sounds like all the Genin, including myself, are pretty fucking weak.
No, I think it's more that you're being targeted. But while you're in the village, you're safe, so there's no need to worry.
So I wouldn't consider myself safe in the slightest.
And why is that?
Well, you know, the gosh dang Godslayer, Chotsuke, is after our team, apparently.
Everything that we've heard from Totsuke represents that he does not have any form of teleportation ninjutsu. So long as he lacks that, he cannot enter the village without us knowing.
But he still could get at us pretty goddamn quick.
Well, it's a good thing for you that I'm quicker.
That's true. That is true.
Now then, is there anything else?
Nope, that's about all I wanted to do.
Well, thank you again for this, Kozukai, and You must have heard me speak my doubts about you in the meeting.
I mean,
This has
Yeah.
changed my mind, so thank you.
they were absolutely solid doubts. You thought I was trying to kill myself. I was just trying to test my immortality.
All right, well, go on. Prepare yourselves for everything that's going to happen. Buy any tools that you might need. I think we're only going to have a few days before it's time for us to roll out.
I mean, I can't buy anything right now. I'm completely broke.
Well, here, and he pulls out his wallet and he hands you 10,000 Rio.
Hell yeah.
Goes here.
He's
Take this as a thank you for what you just done.
I mean, don't give me money, Wari, for a thank you for information, because I might just keep coming back to do that.
Well, this will be the only time then.
All right, that sounds good.
Now prepare yourselves. We don't have long.
And I will inform Shiro of what's happening.
Good. One way or another, Rook's going to be having a meeting with you all soon.
All right,
So I hope you're prepared. So make sure to prepare yourselves for that.
sounds good, Owari.
And how about that for the end of the session?
That was fucking awesome. Can I go back to the house, tell Shiro everything that just happened?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Prepare for war.
GG.
I fucking wait for more, dude.
Not ready. This guy just freaking had a sandwich for lunch. Gosh dang.
Is that a saying? He had a sandwich for lunch?
It is now.
So 14 damage.
Yep. So for a
16.
total of 16 damage.